How's it up there, little cats? Come on into the Cat and Tree Studio. Together, let's set foot in the mind of an adult. Are you ready to hop in?
Sitting up here at this tree, you have me, Dayu.
And me, Bora.
Quick reminder, little cats, topics discussed in this podcast are simply opinions and suggestions of the host, hoping for it to help others.
Hey guys, what's up? We're back once again at this wonderful tree. You are here with us at the Cat and Tree Studio, of course, with yours truly, Bora. And oh, whoa,
Jayu.
gosh. The sexiness is in the air. Like, hello, if you see us in person, joke. The confidence. How are you, girl?
I'm good. And my brain is not
Oh,
working.
it's a tie. We're working at like this distant recording thing. Like she's in another part of the country, and I'm on at like. See, my English is also broken. Like I'm gonna speak in Filipino. Magkabilang places. Okay. And sometimes our brain malfunctions happen at the same time, which makes our team up sometimes not efficient.
Everything crashes.
Yeah, we break down at the same time. Mental, what do you call that, burnout at the same time. So like, but then speaking of breakdowns and all that shiz, y'all know high school's not like the cleanest record you have, right?
Oh, yes, of course.
If I may say, that's like the dirtiest.
Not why
I mean,
dirty?
not dirty in the way that you guys think. What I'm saying is, guys, this is rated PG, guys. General patronage G. We're rated G. I mean, when I say dirty, like you do the stupidest thing ever in high school,
Yeah, actually, yes.
right?
That's true. Yeah.
Because like in elementary school, you're still like the playful thing.
Mm.
You're still the like, let's go play tag and shiz like that. But when you
Mm.
reach high school, you try to discover stuff, but sometimes the results don't come out the way you wanted them to.
Yeah. And you don't know how to handle it, so it becomes an embarrassment
So
in your lifetime.
I have more embarrassing. I'm richer with embarrassing moments than money. Like if I can trade it off with like some money, I'd be rich. That's how worst.
That must be a lot, literally a lot.
Yeah. No, because I was the type of the high. No, because in high school, even though I wasn't really free, I gained more freedom
Mm-mm.
somehow, a little bit,
Mm-mm.
especially in junior high. Like I can stay late, late. I can stay late, but of course, just like what I said in the previous episode, it's still strict with time. And I had more friends
Mm-mm.
back in junior high. So like, when you have
Mm-mm.
friends with the same minds, it's chaos. Yes. And you do
Of
embarrassing things
course.
together. Is it the same way with you?
Mm-mm. Mm, well, actually, I'm not sure though, but most of my friends, the normal friends, we are like our group in high school. We're not
Mm.
like the famous group in the class. So we are like on the good
Mm.
group behind the classroom, like that.
I like the quiet group.
Kind of like that, yeah. So we are like these good girls, but yeah, I'm not a good girl. But yeah.
You sometimes not sure anymore.
Yeah. I wasn't a
Yeah.
good girl
We
that
weren't
time.
famous too, but then people knew us because of like the volume of our
Mm-mm.
voices. That's but so we're not really
Okay.
popular. Popular. We're just very noisy at the same time. Like we're just next to each
Uh-uh.
other, but it feels like they're in another classroom.
Mm-mm.
Something like that's the level of our voices when we
Mm-mm.
talk. So not the popular type.
Mm.
Just you have no choice but to hear us.
I wasn't very popular back then, but my classmates knew me because they said I was smart, but I didn't believe them, of course. So, whenever they have questions, like they will ask me, and
Yeah.
I will just explain it how I understood it. Like, for example, the lesson, I'll just explain it how I understood, but I'm not sure though. So I'll just tell
Yeah.
them, and then it's up to them if
It's
they
like,
will
don't
understand
blame
me
me
too.
if like you like the way I understood it is
Yeah.
wrong in your perspective. Like, you ask
Yeah.
for help, you accept the consequences. This is not my fault. It's yours.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's
But
why
you know, also in high
people
school,
know
like,
me.
because high school is where like puppy love or like your first crushies happen, right? In those areas, in
Okay.
those areas, you
Now.
do the most embarrassing things.
Now
Oh, I'm sorry.
everything's flashing back. I told you I couldn't remember
I'm
anything.
no, because I really, back then I didn't know how to flirt. Because I was, for the longest time, my
Mm.
dad told me like, "Oh no, you're not allowed to have crushes." I'm like, "Huh, okay." But then
Mm-mm.
when like I reached high school, everyone starts to group. When you were in elementary school, you wouldn't appreciate people that much. But like when you grow up, when you grow in high
Mm-mm.
school, you will notice that people are getting more attractive at this time of year, right? And of course you're
Yeah.
experiencing a lot of changes in your body, hormones and other things like that. So you
Mm-mm.
cannot control the attraction, and you cannot control making stupid
Mm-mm.
decisions too. Yes, because I remember,
Yes.
one embarrassing thing that
Yes.
happened to me before was like my friend. All right, she's Korean,
Mm-hmm.
and she knew that I liked a friend of hers,
Mm-hmm.
because you know how foreigners can be like, they come together in one group, right? So they become friends. She knew I liked
Mm-mm.
her friend, so she gave his number to
Mm-mm.
me. He didn't know that his number was given to me.
Mm-hmm.
I told her, "Can you just tell him first?" And she's like, "No, it's fine. Just message him. Tell him that, okay, just tell him that I gave your number." So that's what I did. I
Okay.
told the guy that my friend gave his number to me. And then I messaged him. So we chatted, and then he's like, okay, I hope we see. What did he say? It's like, let's see each other somewhere. All right, let's see each other somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
And my response, like when like, for example, if somebody says, see you somewhere,
Mm-hmm.
let's see each other somewhere, what would you say?
Where?
Yes, exactly, right? So I said,
Mm.
where? And I told my friend about this. It's like, no, what he's trying to say is that, like,
You
like,
around?
not planned. Yeah, like, see you around. I'm like,
Oh
huh,
my
huh.
gosh.
Oh my god. I was like, how do I take this back? So what I did is like, I did lie a little bit. I said, "Oh, I'm so sorry. That was wrong
It
sent."
was the
I was
number
like,
one excuse back then.
yeah, because guys, for those who don't like text messages, like until now, text messages don't have like the
Mm-mm.
unsent button, unless you have Messenger and other messaging apps have. If you send the wrong message, that's like
That's the end.
the
Yeah.
last day of your
That's
life.
the end.
So I was like, I'm so sorry, that message was wrong sent. And I think he was like, oh, it's okay, something like that. But I was like, save me, hide me. Good thing he doesn't know me. I don't know if he knew me though, because like I don't know if my friend spilled the beans, but I don't know. But I don't know where he is now. I hope he's happy in his home country.
Oh my gosh. Whew. Yeah.
Gosh, that moment was like, that runs in my mind like 24/7. Like, this is so stupid, girl.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Can you relate? Have you done something like that?
Not something like that. Not through text though, but like I had this long time crush in high school. Like he was my first crush since first year high school. And then of course like
Mm.
everyone was waiting for third year because, prom. Yeah.
Aw.
And
Yeah.
then that night, my friend and I were like matchmakers. Like if we know our friend's crush like that, we will approach them and then we will ask them, can you
Yeah.
dance my friend? So all of our friends are happy. And then my friend
Yeah.
she danced with like some of her male friends and I haven't danced
Yeah.
anyone yet. So she
Oh,
was
okay.
like, "Okay, girl, it's your time to be happy." And I was like, "No way. No, no." So I didn't want to. I didn't want to dance. I didn't want to do anything that night. But she approached my crush. And by the way, my crush was my classmate. And maybe I think he knows, or yeah, maybe he knows that I liked him.
Maybe like he saw some hints with like how your friends
I
acted
think
around
that
him
time,
with you.
yeah.
Yeah.
But now I know that he knows until now.
No, yeah.
Yeah, but that time, so she asked him, and I was like, I was hiding everywhere. It was dark. Everyone was dancing in the dance floor, so I was hiding. And then when she saw me, she was like, "Hey, I talked to your crush, and then why didn't you show up?" So I was like, I was getting water there, so maybe you didn't see me. And then suddenly the boy passed by. And then she asked him again. So I was like, oh my gosh, no. So I was so nervous.
Yeah.
I was just like looking down. I couldn't face him. I
Yeah.
couldn't look at his face. He suddenly grabbed my arm.
Oh, K-drama alert.
He grabbed my arm and then he pulled me in the middle of the dance floor. But I was like Cinderella that time. So I was like, oh, sorry, I don't want to. Like that. And then I sat down. So he approached me and then he crouched in front of me because I was looking down.
Mm.
So he wanted to see my face. And then he was talking to me like, don't you really want to? Like that. So I said, I'm sorry, I don't want to. I don't want to dance. I'm too shy. Like, and then by the way, that was Friday night. So I went home Saturday morning, like very early in the
Yo,
morning.
what did you
And
do?
then
Okay.
no, I mean the prom
Sorry.
ended. It's the whole night, right?
Okay.
So it ended around 4 a.m.
Okay.
Yeah, and then like I changed my clothes in my friend's house, and then I went home maybe around 5 a.m.
Uh,
Then the next week, Monday, everyone was like, "Oh, did he really kneel in front of you like that?" I was like, "Oh my gosh!" I was the headline in my class. Yeah,
when all you wanted was a peaceful life.
yeah. I just really wanted to enjoy the prom. It was my first prom, so everyone was talking about like, "Oh, did he really kneel?" So I was like, "No, he didn't." But of course, they believed what they heard, not what I said.
Yeah, because they would think that you're just denying the whole thing.
Yeah, and then he wasn't denying it. He was just smiling there.
I think he liked the fact that somebody actually liked him. So
So I really wanted to punch him and I really wanted to punch everyone that time. But I was so embarrassed that I had to like how can I had to avoid him for a very long time because people will talk about
yeah.
us. And we live in the same like town.
Mm.
Like our house is near the highway,
Mm.
and then if you walk straight maybe 0.5 kilometers more, it's their house.
That's quite near, you know.
So yeah, so that's why. Yeah, but he was still my classmate until fourth year high school. And yeah,
Does he still live
that's
nearby
it.
until now?
Before, no, I already moved. He's still there, but I already
Oh, good.
moved.
Okay.
Yeah,
You need peace of mind, jar.
yeah, I know.
My gosh. Prom is really like the what do you call that? The setting for embarrassment, especially when your friends are around.
Yeah.
You're out, like that time you think everything is formal, but you don't
Hmm.
have normal minds. So you do the
Yes.
craziest things. Like my friends back then, we all like in one table because
Mm-mm.
we were really close like as a class. So like in one table, all of us were there. So me and my
Mm-mm.
girlfriends, and then our male friends too, or the others are like on another
Mm-mm.
table. So I know it was me and my girlfriends on that table, and
Mm-mm.
then we actually intended that to happen, like the girls in our class, and then the boys in our class, the on the next table. So like,
Mhm.
and then suddenly they were teasing like, oh, you guys should wear the coats to the girls, something like that. Yeah, so
Mm.
like, so we're teasing each other like that. Of course, I didn't join them because I know that there would be like revenge kind of thing. So I was just like,
Of course.
I was just like the person cheering on the side, like, oh, like that.
Mm.
And then suddenly someone's like, oh, it's your turn. Why don't? Hey, we should wear your coat to her. Like, no, no. I'm like, no, no. And then I see him like walking nearby, like slowly. I'm like, no, no. And I couldn't stand the whole night because, like, you know that feeling when the coat is on you and like you're frozen.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
wasn't
yeah, yeah.
standing the whole night. I just had the coat on. And I couldn't reveal the pictures like of my prom to like the household because they will like see like whose coat is
Whose
that.
code is that?
I was like, let me explain. This was all a setup. It was like super embarrassing. Like I didn't know what to do. So like no no no. So every girl at that table had like coats on. So like
Mm.
so guys, we will not move, guys. What's this? It's
My
super
goodness.
weird. But it, like
But it's
yeah, it
nice.
is nice though. Like it's a cold venue, so the coat. But eventually he took his coat too because he felt a bit cold. So I'm a compassionate person, so like, oh yeah, you can take your coat, something like that. Oh my gosh, God bless him. God bless him. He's married now.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So, but you know, the most embarrassing things aside from prom happens like in the
Mm-mm.
classroom itself.
Well, like what have you experienced back then?
Me and my friends were just like, I know this one. I had the lockers.
Yeah.
I told you I'm richer in embarrassing moments. Uh, my locker had like like the ones in like dramas where you put like names of people that you'd like the inner
Oh
part of the
yeah.
door. That
Mm.
time I was really into like K-pop Korean shiz and I knew how to write in Korean. So when you open my door, you will see my Korean crush's name on the door.
Okay.
Now we have, I'm very forgetful, right? I think I forgot to put the lock on, or the lock
Mm-mm.
was there, but it didn't close. Like the lock was there, but the door was just hitting the lock, right?
So it didn't fully
Yeah.
close.
So we had this class called streams, and in
Mm-mm.
that class, we have to move out of our rooms unless your
Mm-hmm.
stream is in that room. So
Mm.
unfortunately, I think that time they had like a Korean meeting of some sort. So all of the Koreans were inside. And your
Okay.
girl forgot to lock her locker.
Oh my
Yes.
god.
And I think, as far as I remember, that's why it's super embarrassing. Not only were they all
Mm-mm.
Korean inside, I kind of saw my locker door open.
By itself?
I don't know. Maybe I accidentally like left it like that because I have the tendency to be stupid like that,
Ah.
you know. So, I was super nervous like, "Oh my gosh. They might think I'm like this obsessed girl with the crush's name on that freaking door." But, I'm just overthinking because they wouldn't know that that was my locker. But then, I was like super nervous because, like,
Mm-mm.
no, no. I mean, my Filipino friends knew, but it would have been more
Mm-mm.
embarrassing if the Korean congregation knew.
Did they see it?
I hope not, but I felt like they did. They were just quiet about it.
Maybe they saw it.
But yeah. So for the high schoolers there, like if you get face to face classes already, make sure that your lockers are locked if you had those kinds of things on your door. Y'all don't know what's gonna happen.
Oh my god.
Oh
Or,
my god.
but I didn't have that kind of embarrassing moment inside the classroom, but outside the classroom.
Like when you hang out with your friends?
Kind of like that. Or whenever we have to transfer classrooms because for example, if it's PE,
Yeah.
we have to move to the field.
Mm.
And that day it was very rainy.
Mm.
And then under the bleachers, it was soil
Mm.
with um
Mud.
how do you call it in English? No, no, not that. The green one?
Molds.
No, 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 not the molds.
Green.
Wait, I
Slime.
need
Slime.
moss. What slime?
How dirty
So
was that?
there, so the floor was filled with soil and moss, and then since it was rainy, my shoes were like, the very common or very popular at that time, like the plastic shoes, plastic black shoes.
Ah, yes.
Yeah, so I use those because leather shoes, they always break because of the rain.
Yes. And they peel
Yeah,
off.
so yeah. So I had to use the plastic. And then since I walk from school to home, the sole became flat, it doesn't have grip anymore. And I was walking to our class
Mm.
in the bleachers. And then my classmates were behind me and I slipped.
Yay!
I didn't just slip once. So I tried to, get up
Oh.
and I slipped again.
um, you know
Mm.
that what they say, like you learn from your mistakes.
I didn't.
Yeah, it's like I want to try it again.
I tried to get up again and I slept again for the third time.
I'm super proud of you for when you fall down, you get back up and fall
Yeah.
down again
Yes. Because, when you fall down, you have to get back on your feet.
and to fall again.
Not that.
Us,
That's not included.
okay.
Only the first part.
Okay,
Okay.
just making sure we're on the right, words of wisdom here.
So, yeah, after that, the next day, I was all bruised and stuff. So, I couldn't walk. My lower extremities were so
Yeah.
painful.
You know that feeling that at first it felt like very tragic for you, then when you grow up it feels more embarrassing.
Yeah. I felt so stupid, really.
Yeah, in those cases, sometimes your friends won't help you. They would even laugh.
Yeah. I remember my friend was behind me, but she didn't try to,
Help.
assist me. Yeah, maybe she was thinking, "Oh, maybe I will slip too," like that.
Yeah. And then we all fall
So,
together.
yeah. Oh my gosh. And it didn't only happen once at that time. It happened to me again in another place inside the school too.
I'm super happy for you.
Yeah, and I slipped like because the buildings I don't know why I entered that building. It wasn't our building. But if you will enter like a building, there were three steps first. There was a stair. No, there were stairs, many stairs.
Yeah.
So there were three steps. So I entered, and then when I was going out, again, it was a rainy day, still wearing the same shoes. I slipped. And that building was like in front of a park, the park inside the school. So a lot of students were waiting in the park under the roof. So all of them looked at me. And when I looked at them, I saw everyone was looking at me. So I was like, "Oh my gosh." Like I screamed so loud that
Yeah.
even other people who weren't looking, they looked at me because I screamed.
You made it even more embarrassing for you.
Yes. And then my friend was like, "Oh, are you okay?" And then I started laughing hysterically. So I told her like, "Huh, it's much better if I laugh at myself."
Yeah, it hurts less
Yeah.
if you do that.
And then I was just sitting there. I didn't stand up for like 5 minutes.
Mm.
I don't know
No,
why.
because like it couldn't sink in just yet, and you didn't
Yeah.
know what to do. Like that's the initial reaction. Usually, you don't just stand up immediately. You just like, oh my god.
Yeah.
That's the first thing you're gonna do. But thankfully in your case there was like a reason to slip.
Yes, it was rainy, but
Yeah.
why?
For me there
What
wasn't
happened?
any. It's still, the funny thing is it's still here on my leg.
Uh.
I
Ah,
I'm
there was a
trying.
scar?
There was. It was like a deep wound. Because actually, mine wasn't a slip. It was a trip. I was
Mm,
like when you go down to our cafeteria. There's like one, like a little bit like of a big step for you
a
to
step.
take.
Mm.
A clumsy person like me, that's danger zone. And the funny thing
Ooh.
is, I go up and down those stairs every day. So we were practicing for like mass demonstration, like for the foundation day and all that shiz. So I think I was, because we're not allowed to really wear shorts that time, so I was wearing like
Mm-mm.
jogging pants. Yeah. So I had my jogging pants on. The jogging pants didn't help at all. So I still got the wound from that. I tripped on those stairs with my leg first on like the edge.
Oh my gosh.
And that funny thing is, we're practicing for mass demonstration. Like a lot of
Mm.
people were there because it was like our cafeteria and
Mm-mm.
the quadrangle of our school. So
Mm.
everyone was there. I don't know how many people saw me, but I didn't know what to do. It was super painful. Until now it's still here. Like the memory of high school is still here.
Did it bleed a
It
lot?
did. And it cut like it went like this. So like my leg is like
Oh.
straight and then a little bit curved like this.
Was it the bone?
No, it was just the skin though. It's now
Oh.
like a scar that's a bit, a little bit carved like this.
So it was like completely scratched, kind of like that.
Yeah, super
Mm.
painful. But I didn't have the reason to trip. I didn't have reasons. The floor wasn't wet. I use those stairs every day.
It wasn't
It
new.
wasn't new. I mean, it's daylight.
You see it.
Hello. The problem was really me.
Oh
Thank you,
my
guys.
gosh.
See, I told you high school's like filled with memories of just. I think there's just super. I think we had more, but it would
Yeah.
take like maybe like 5 episodes to tell everything,
Yes.
right? But I think it would be appropriate, like for an we can say that like in another episode, I guess. Like we have this
Uh-uh.
episode where embarrassing moments, just a glimpse, embarrassing moments and wrong decisions in life.
Maybe the most embarrassing moments.
Yes. So
Yeah.
y'all watch out for that. You still have lots of episodes to watch out for, so we won't give you all the deets. That's gonna ruin the
Yes.
the the, the what do you call that? The thrill of life, right?
Yeah. Yes. If you have embarrassing moments, yeah, just DM us or leave it in the comment section. And yeah, we're willing, very more than willing to listen to you, read your comments, and
Laugh with you
like, yeah, laugh with you because we laugh at ourselves too.
and each other.
Yeah, yes. Those embarrassing moments are nothing to be embarrassed about.
There.
Like
Hmm.
I think yeah, after many years, you're just gonna laugh at
Yeah,
them.
without those embarrassing moments, like you wouldn't have any stories to tell. Like
Hmm.
those are part of the good memories. Like you cannot take them out.
Yeah.
Just imagine if those didn't happen, life would be boring. But
Exactly.
of course, again, you learn from your mistakes. We're not saying replicate the same thing.
Yeah, don't do the same things, okay?
There's a difference. But we tend to. We're humans. We tend to replicate the same mistakes based on experience.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
But
Well, yeah, I hope you enjoyed this episode and we'll just see you again on our next
thank you
one.
guys. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow. Because if you don't, thank you. All right. Bye.
Bye. And that's all the time that we have for today. We hope you learned something from our discussion. Don't worry though, this ain't the end. Follow us on Spotify, Apple Podcast, Google Podcast, YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook for more. And make sure to click like, follow, and subscribe.
New episodes are out every Saturday, 3 p.m. Philippine Standard Time. So be sure to turn on your notifications to keep you updated. Let's now climb back down and see each other again. Same tree, same place, same people. Bora
And you.
see y'all real soon. Keep safe and God bless.